Good afternoon. We are not, for the next 30 minutes, going to talk about payroll. I know some of you are disappointed. We're not going to talk about payroll at all. We're not going to talk about products or policies or procedures or pensions. We're going to talk about people. My name is Nick Saunders, and I've been very fortunate to work for 35 odd years with lots of different companies, in lots of different industries, in lots of different countries. And whenever I work with an organisation or a company for the first time, there's one question I ask everyone I meet. What's the best thing about your job? And more often than not, the answer is the people. And then I say, okay, so what's the worst thing about your job? And more often than not, the answer is the people. Because, listen, of course, you all get on with most of the people you work with fine. I'm sure you get on well with your colleagues, your co-workers, your customers, your clients, your boss. Okay, maybe not your boss, but the others, you'll get on well fine, don't we? I'm sure you do. However, is it not true that, of course, because it's just life, some people are not so easy to get on with. Some people, it's a bit more challenging because they don't think like you or work like you or they have a different personality or a different sense of humour. Of course, that happens. However, the secret key component to the success of any business is people interacting with people. I'm not talking about liking people, I'm talking about being able to work well with people. If you can't get on with people, you won't get on in business. If you can't collaborate with people, you wouldn't have a business. And especially in these weird COVID times that we're still coming out of, I think it's more important than ever that people can work together seamlessly across geographic functions, departments, spare rooms, offices. Key people skills is the one thing you need to have. Insights discovery has been used by these organisations. These are my clients. Insights discovery is the key to how to get on with anyone and everyone, especially those people that you don't particularly, gel with. Let's put it like that. So, insights discovery. What is this insights discovery thing? Some of you in the room I know will know this because you've been with me before. Insights discovery is a practical, powerful psychometric profiling tool that is key to understanding yourself and understanding others better. It has been used by hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. It has been proven to be statistically valid and reliable. It is based on the findings of Carl Jung. It has got the credibility endorsed by the British Psychological Society. So it's got this sort of tool that has some authority, but it's also fun and it's simple to use. And it's simple to use because it's based around 4 colours. So what I'm going to do for you over the next 28 minutes is I'm going to explain to you what these 4 colours are. And you will be a combination of all 4, but we're going to work out what your lead colour is. You will all have a lead colour. Of the 4, there'll probably be one that's more like you. So we're going to go through the 4, we'll work out what your lead colour is, and then we're going to say, okay, how can we use this in real life? How can you use this thing to work better with anyone and everyone, even those people that necessarily you don't gel with? So, insights discovery. Let me explain what the colours are. They are, as you can see there, called colour energies. Very important at the top, because you will have a combination of all 4. As I describe them to you now, there'll be elements of them. You'll think, it's a bit of me, or maybe it's not a bit of me. You're going to have some element, but you're going to have a lead colour. So they have names. The first colour is called cool blue. For any of you in this room who have a high degree of cool blue, you can read. Cool blue typically is detailed, objective, formal, reflective. If you have a high degree of cool blue, you're probably more introverted than extroverted. You're, by nature, more quiet. You like to think things through. You like to get things right. You love to plan. You love structure. You love a spreadsheet. You will stack the dishwasher exactly the same way every single time. You're the one that's quite quiet in a meeting, but when you say something, everyone else goes, oh, that's really good. So blue is a thoughtful, you hate making mistakes. Oh, cool blue, Mr. You will hate that. You like perfection. So blue, I describe as like an engineer. Structure, orderly, cautious, wants to get it right, likes to plan. That's blue. Now, you may say, that's me. Or you may say, that's not me at all. All of us will have an element of cool blue. So that's the first colour. The engineer. Second colour is called earth green. Now, those of you who have a high degree of earth green, basically you're nice. Green is the nice colour, that's how I put it. Caring, empathetic, calming, patient. You're a good listener. You like people to get on. You like harmony in a team. you will hate confrontation. So if you're quite high on green and two people are kicking off, you won't be very comfortable in that. You're the person that will notice someone's a bit upset. You'll go up to them and say, is everything okay? So green I describe as like the nurse or the doctor. The caring, nurturing colour. Now again, you may say, that's me. Or you may say, that's not me at all, Eric Dunbar. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. No icon to the right, stay to the left, Nick. So that's green. Green, nurse, caring, empathetic, likes the people to be. The third colour is called sunshine yellow. Woo! Annoying. Basically. I'm kidding. Enthusiastic, fun, sociable, positive. Right, so yellow is the, you know the type. Bouncing around, enthusiastic, let's go down the pub, likes to be giving a presentation, no problem, meeting strangers, chatting, outgoing. You can hear them coming down the corridor. Here they come. Tigger. Boing, boing, boing. That's sunshine yellow. So again, you may say, that's me, that's not me. All of us will have an element of yellow in this. And the last colour is called fiery red. Fiery red, those people who have fiery red in them are determined, assertive, direct, focused. Let's get on with it. Cut to the chase. Reds get bored easily, like results, like to be in control, like to win, competitive probably. None of this green stuff, let's just do it and do it now. Red I describe, and this is a little bit, I was a bit naughty here, but I describe red as a typical leader. That's a bit unfair because not all leaders are red, but a lot of leaders will have an element of red in them, drive and fashion. So, cool blue is the engineer, detailed, quiet, cautious planner. Green is the doctor or the nurse, caring and empathetic. Yellow is the woo. And red is the typical sort of someone in control who likes to take the initiative. Those are the four colours. Just to repeat, you'll have an element of all four. Shortly, I'm going to ask you to pick one that you think's most like you. And I know that's not easy because you'll have a bit of all four and you might be thinking, well, I'm different at home to work and all that sort of stuff, but we'll come to that in a moment. So just before we get to that, I need to say something else. And I'm going to generalise here. Probably, not definitely, but probably, you will connect with, get on better with, sort of connect with someone who shares your lead colour. You'll have a sort of immediate affinity. So for example, if you were green, earth green, caring, nurturing, and you meet someone or you're working with someone and you have a client who's green, you're both good listeners, you're both kind, you're both nice, how are you? And you'll probably connect. I like them because they speak your language, because they're like you, probably. Two yellows together is a bit, woo, oh, it's lovely. Two reds together, I like them because they cut to the chase. Two blues together. So usually, and I'm generalising, you will have an affinity, a connection with someone who shares your lead colour. And usually, not always, you'll find the opposite colour, a bit more hard work, not quite so natural, not such a sort of a gel. So, the opposite colour, what should we stay with? Let's stay with green. So the opposite colour to green, some of you will have worked out, is red. Green, kind, listening, nurturing. Red, get on with it. And if you think about it, yellow and blue are opposites. Yellow is this bouncing around, outgoing person. Cool blue, reserved and cautious. So, I am generalising. Usually the opposite colours are not necessarily such a good fit. Slightly different. So, that's my lead colour. All right, don't laugh. I'm yellow-red. My lovely wife, Helen, who, you know, I love very much, we've been together 20 years, she's blue-green. So, that's me, and that's Helen's lead colour. So, this is what I mean in real life. A little example for you. I live in London. When I get back to London tonight, I will say to my lovely wife, cool blue Helen, I'll say, how was your day, darling? This is a typical Helen cool blue answer. How was your day, darling? Well, yeah, I had a good day. I took Luke to the dentist at 9. I say 9, it wasn't 9. We got there at 2 minutes past. Because you know the junction on the Upper Richmond Road West with Sheen Lane? You know that filter to the right, just before the lights back behind the bakers? There was a car, it wouldn't turn right, and it just sat there for ages. It was a red Audi. It was in a state. Registration was LP76. So we got to the dentist late, and then I bumped into Caroline. You know Caroline. She's outside Caroline. She's married to Jules. Jules, you know, the Brigstocks. They live around on Vernon Road. You know the ones they went to America. They lived around the corner from the Butcher's. You won't believe it. The Butcher's has closed. 35 years in Sheen. There's a sign on the door. Anyway, so Caroline and I thought, well, we'd go and have a coffee. Now, I couldn't decide whether to go to Starbucks or Costa. Because take me, Lord. Because I don't give a flying, I don't care what time you took Luke to the dentist or what coffee. I don't care because I'm yellow. Of course I don't care. I love my wife, by the way, just to say that. But if you think about it, Helen is blue. I have asked someone who's called Blue, how was your day, darling? In her head, you've asked me about the day, I'm going to tell you in detail. She's absolutely right. That's how she processes the information. You've asked me, here comes the blue answer. She's absolutely right, isn't she? Drives me mad. I love her to death. But that's what I would get. Whereas, of course, I will drive her mad. Because I will give something, how was your day, darling? Oh, I was up at St. Joe's, great. Bye, I'm off to the pub. You never talk to me. Sorry, we're having a few problems in our marriage, but we'll be fine. We'll get over it. I'm kidding. But I'll give a flippant answer, yellow answer. So, in a way, the opposites sort of wind each other up. But, of course, we fell in love, we're married, and there's a nice connection. It's called polar dynamics. You're drawn to the opposite. So, although you find the same colour, lead colour as you, sort of, oh, yeah, actually, we're drawn to the opposite as well. So, I'm going to put that back up now, and I'm going to get you to turn to the person to your left or your right. If you're strangers, you say hello, and you give them your name, say hi. And I would like you, now this isn't easy. I'd like you, if you could only pick one colour, and I know some of you think, oh, I can't decide. What would be, and you've got literally 30 seconds, turn to the person to your left, what is your lead colour if you had to pick one? Do that for me now. Thank you very much. So let's have a bit of fun. Could you please raise your hands if fiery red is your lead colour? Hands in the air, fiery red is your lead colour. Okay. Very good. Thank you, hands down. Yellow's in the room, hands in the air. Well done. Well done, madam. Well done, yellows. That's the best colour. No, I'm kidding. Right, greens. Greens, hands in the air. Thank you. And blues, hands in the air. Wow, what a surprise. Okay, lovely. Actually, it's a fair mix there. It's a fair mix. So, number one, to be a great communicator and get on particularly with the people that you may not find so easy with, is to know your colour. Because it's all about self-awareness. The bedrock of great communicators is self-awareness, knowing yourself, how you come across, how you perceive. So through this language, if you know your colour and you're aware of it, because, you know, as a red, for example, reds can be quite in your face and direct and assertive, and they'll be confident. To a green, that can be quite, ooh. If you're bouncy and yellow the whole time, like you are, madam, we can be quite annoying. Okay, I'll speak for myself. So it's knowing, I mean, you are who you are. So it's knowing your colour, but also just being a little bit aware of how you come across, how people see you. That's one part of it. The second part of it, of course, is trying to work out their colour and knowing how you could adapt, which we're going to talk about in a second. So how can you work out someone's colour? Well, some people are hard to read. Because some of us, of course, have an equal balance of colours. Some people, they're a bit reserved when you meet them, so there aren't many clues. But other people, it's obvious. And because I love this stuff so much, I can't help it. I will be doing everyday stuff, trying to work on someone's colour. You know, at the supermarket or the bus stop. Waiting for a lift. I can tell you the colour of someone simply by how they wait for the lift. Right, fiery red, lift. And if it doesn't come immediately, where's the lift? Well, right, the lift comes, right, doors open, fiery red goes in the lift, right? Someone's running, see you later, mate. Right? You've done that, done more, so don't start smiling at me, mate. Sunshine yellow, right? Press button, wait for the lift, people arrive. Of course, I'm going to talk to them, random strangers. Hi, I'm Nick, how do you do? I was born in London in Nutshell, right? Chatting to them all, get in the lift, door shut. I'm chatting so much, I miss my floor. I miss my floor. People leave, bye. New people come in. Hi, I'm Nick. 2 days in a lift, just go up and down. Greens, earth green, you tell me. Earth green pushes button, waits for the lift, people arrive, then the lift arrives. What does the earth green person do? After you. 2 days waiting to get in a lift. Blue's my favourite. You blues, this is what you do. You go up to the lift, you push the button, you look around. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the maximum weight capacity? I think I'll take the stairs, because you've... Play Monopoly. I love it. Play Monopoly. You can tell someone's colour by how they play Monopoly. But when was the last time you played Monopoly? Maybe at Christmas time. Right, play Monopoly. I love it. Reds, play Monopoly. They just want to win. They want to win. That's all they want to do is win. And they get really pissed off with the sunshine yellow person next door. It's just a game, you know. Oh, I've dropped the dice. Like you, madam. I'll buy Waterworks. Who buys Waterworks? Green. Let's do green. No, let's do blue. Blue, play Monopoly. You'll be banker, won't you? Of course you will. Of course you will. All your cards, all the property cards will be lined. You'll know exactly where you want to go. You'll have worked out where you will, you know. Greens, right. You know the pieces of Monopoly? The dog, the hat, the boat, the car. You know the pieces at the beginning. Which piece does the earth green person take at the beginning of a game of Monopoly? Not the dog. Whatever's left. So, those are the four colours. How can you work out someone, what colour they are? Some are hard to read, but some will be obvious in the way that, as I just described, their body language. When you meet them, probably reds, firm handshake, confident look in the eye, desk will be neat, blues, bit more, maybe not so much eye contact. There are little clues that we give away. But here's the thing, and this is the most important part of this session. How then, if you have worked out the lead colour of the person in front of you, how can you adapt your style without being disingenuous or insincere or false? How can you adapt your style just a little bit to connect with that person? I'm talking about a 5% shift in your tone, your body language, and who you are. So this is not about being false. This is really important. I'm not saying you should pretend to be someone else and act and be someone that you're not. I'm talking about behaviour. Personality and behaviour. Personality, you have your personalities, and and you should embrace them, and they're your personalities. Your behaviour is a choice. So every interaction you make with someone, how you behave, the words you choose, that's a choice. You choose. So it's nothing to do with personality. So I'm really keen to emphasise it's not about acting or being different or false or insincere. It's about, I've recognised that person's blue, I'm going to make a little shift in my behaviour so that the conversation goes well. 5% shift. So, I've got some answers, but I'm going to put you together with the person next door to you. I'd like you, what should we start with? We'll start with blue. Just very quickly. Imagine you're in front of someone that's blue. Let's imagine you've worked out that's their colour. And you're in front of them. I'd like you now, with your partners, please, to come up with one do and one don't that you should do when communicating with blues. So how should you, what's a tick? Come up with a, yeah, I should be like that with blues. They like that. And, don't do that with blues, mate. So I'd like you, with your partner, very quickly, literally a minute, see if you can come up with a do and a don't, one of each, when communicating with someone who's cool blue. Do that for me now, please. Cool blue, thank you. Okay. Right, thank you. Let's have a go. Let's see, I've got some words here, some answers. Let's go this side of the room. Someone give me a do. What should you do? How should I communicate? Somebody give me a, yeah, do that with blues, they like that. I've got all day.
Loads of greens there.
I can't hear.
There's loads of greens.
There's loads of greens, yeah. They're all being nice. After you, no, after you, after you. No. Come on.
Be specific.
Use facts, be specific.
Gender.
Be gender?
Gender.
Oh, gender.
No waffle.
Yeah, I said do, not don't, madam, but I like the way you're going. That's very good. We'll come to the nose in a minute. Be specific. Any more? Be specific, be factual. What about my pace of tone with the blue? Fast?
No.
Correct. Quite slow, because they like to reflect. So it's thoughtful, it's processed. What would you do a week before? You've got a meeting with a customer. You know they're blue. It's a week before the meeting. What would you do? Send them an agenda, baby, with timings and everything, yeah. But you stick to those timings, though, when you're in the meeting. Right, here we go. Be prepared and thorough. Be formal and methodical. Let them consider the details. It's going to be probably a slower conversation. This side of the room, what should you not do with blues? What will put a blue off? Interrupt is good. That's very good, isn't that? Don't be vague with blues. What else? What's a no-no with blues? What will make a blue go, ooh? Rush, that's good. Don't rush them. Any more?
Make them lead.
Don't make the, that's a good one. Yeah, you take the lead. Yeah, that's good. Okay, here we go. Don't exaggerate or be vague. Do not be flippant on important issues, and don't get too close or hug them. That's a bit harsh on blues, because some of you blues like a hug. Okay, let's do the next one. Very quickly, back at literally sort of 1 minute, very quickly. The person next door to you, one do, one don't with green. You've got someone in front of you, know they're green. What should you do and not do? Go, 1 minute. Right, here we go, time's up. This is quite easy. This side of the room, what do you do with green? Give me a green. What should I do?
Ask how we are.
Ask how you are. Lovely. Correct. What else with green?
Listen and learn.
Listen. You should listen to everyone, but particularly with greens, you've got to be on it and really make a attempt to listen. Very good. Wards, anything else with greens? I heard something, but it was a whisper. Hug them. Hug them's good. Be a bit careful with that, hug them. It's a gentle conversation. They're about people, they're about feelings. So here we go, very simple. With greens, be approachable, supportive, be considerate, ask their opinion, allow time for them to answer. What should you not do with greens? What do you think will make someone green go, ooh?
Be selfish.
Okay, be selfish. What else?
Get them to say no to somebody.
Oh, yeah. Go and have a word, sack that person. That's a bit tough, yeah. No, don't say no. What else? What else is a no? What would make a green person go, ooh? If I was to...
Rush them.
Yeah, if I rush them, if I'm too... Would you say, Victoria?
I said rush them.
Yep. If I'm too direct, if I'm a bit in their face, if I'm too red, and there's probably going to be a bit of that. So here we go. Very simply, take advantage. Don't take advantage of their good nature. Don't be impersonal. Don't be too forceful or direct. Very quickly, 1 minute. Yellows. What should you know? This person's yellow. What should you do and what should you not do? Very quickly, turn to the next person. Go. Okay. Thank you. Let's do the middle. A few tables here. What are you done? What you do? Give me a yellow. I should what?
Positive.
Be positive. What else were yellows? Come on, tell me. Be enthusiastic. Anything else?
Place them.
Place them. Spending. Have a little fiddle. Of course, I'm not saying you suddenly go mad and start jumping on a table and dancing around. All right, it's not that. But it is being a bit more positive, a bit more engaging. Yellow's like a bit of banter, a bit of... Exactly right. Here we go. Be friendly and sociable. Be engaging and stimulating. Show an interest in them. Because us yellows, we have an ego. If you tell me I'm great, I'll do anything for you. It's really simple. That's how shallow we are. What did you not do with yellows? This side. What will make a yellow go, Too much detail. We're not very bright, so not too much detail. Too much detail, what else? Sorry, I heard something about.
Try and calm them down. Try and calm them down.
Try and calm them down, yes, because I'm excited. Exactly. Anything else with anything else? No? Be negative. Very good. Here we go. Don't bore them with details. Don't be too formal and methodical. Never, ever ask them to work alone. They're much too needy. There we go. Reds. Last one. Last exercise. Very close to finishing. Last exercise with your partner. Very quickly. A do and a don't with reds. Go. 30 seconds. Do and a don't with red. This side of the room, please. You're in front of someone that's red. Therefore, you should... Listen and obey at all times. Well, yeah. What else?
Get to the point.
Get to the point. Very good. Love it. Get to the point. Anything else? Tables back? What should you do with red? How should I be? How should I communicate?
Be direct.
Yes. Be direct. Get on with it. Be confident. Be confident. Even if you're not, fake it. Okay, here we go. Be direct to the point. Focus on results and objectives. That's a lovely phrase. Be brief, be bright, be gone. That's what Reds want. That's what they want. Don't they, Eric Dunmore? That's what they want. What did you not do with Reds? What would put a red off? This.
High five.
High five them. Let me go and try it. Let me see. What else? What's a no-no with Reds? What's going to make them go, oof?
Involve everyone.
If I'm too involving, what else? Yeah, no waffle, good.
If you're aggressive with them.
If you're too aggressive, it's like, you're quite right, because they like a bit of, Reds are like, come on, show me you've got a point, but there's a line, see? See that line? Don't cross it. Don't cross that line. But they'd like to see a little bit of, here we go. Don't hesitate or waffle. Don't focus on feelings. Do not try and take over. So, here's the golden rule. I'm wrapping up for you now. It's a lovely language. It's a simple language. It isn't always exactly right because some people vary their colours. It depends on their mood. And of course, we're not just one colour. We're a combination. And it depends on a lot of things. But if you can work out someone's colour and without being insincere or over the top, make a small adjustment in your tone, your language, how you want to, the results could be magical, especially with those people you find difficult. Especially with those people you've done difficult. Whether it's customer or client, it's a very powerful tool. There's the golden rule. You know the phrase, do unto others as you would be done unto. Treat others how you want to be treated. Nope. It's treat them how they want to be treated. That's the key. How do they want me to be? You're not being disingenuous. You're not being false. You are adjusting your behavior so the conversation goes well. So, I'm about to introduce Rob back onto the stage twice in a day. I mean, what, mind you, you have to go all the way from Australia. So I suppose come all the way from Australia, you're allowed to go twice. I'm going to put Rob back on for you. He's going to take over. Just before I go, one last thing I want to share with you. This is my personal sharing with you. Whenever you communicate to someone, whatever the situation, whoever it's to, make sure that you have clarity. Make sure the other person understands you. Make sure you talk in a language that's clear, that there can be no misconception, that they understand what you want. Make sure you have clarity.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, Mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon. See you later. Thank you. Rob.